Hello friends, welcome to my channel EcoTap. Here you will be getting educational and informative videos. You are watching the course on theory of supply and demand, and today we are dealing with lesson 3. So let's begin the session. In case of law of demand, in our previous lessons, we learned that it holds other things constant. But it is not always the same case. If those other things which we understood in the previous lessons changes, then the quantity demanded at any given price will also change. अगर income, price of related goods, taste, expectations, number of buyers change होते हैं तो इन सब की change की वजह से demand curve will shift either on the left or on the right. Any shift which shifts the demand curve towards the right is called increase in demand. Any change which shifts the demand curve to the left is called decrease in demand. In case of movement along the demand curve, that was due to change in price. But here, the change is in the whole demand curve or the aggregate demand curve. We are actually moving from one price and quantity combination to other on some different demand curve. अगर पहले ये अमाउंट कंज्यूम हो रहा था तो शिफ्ट होने के बाद ये वाला अमाउंट कंज्यूम होगा. We have different combination of price and quantity demanded. Now, what are these variables which affect the demand curve? Let's deal with them one by one. First factor is income. A lower income would mean we will have less to spend on some or most of the good. Suppose there is a fall in income, then demand curve will shift to the left. That would indicate decrease in demand. If our income increases, that will shift towards right. Increase in demand. But this factor works differently for two different types of good. What are they? Normal good and inferior good. In case of normal good, when income increases, demand also increases. That leads to shift in rightward direction. For example, tea, coffee, furniture, car, etc. But in case of inferior goods, when income increases, demand falls and thus leading to shift in leftward direction. For example, bus ride. Suppose कीजिए अगर आपकी इनकम इंक्रीज हो जाती है तो आप बस में जाने की बजाय ऑटो या टैक्सी या खुद की कार खरीदने की कोशिश करेंगे तो बस राइड की डिमांड कम हो गई. That is why bus ride fare is a inferior good. A good for which an increase in income leads to increase in demand is normal good. Good for which an increase in income leads to decrease in demand is inferior good. Next we have substitutes. The two goods for which a fall in price of one leads to increase in demand of other. When price of one good increases, the quantity demanded of other good gets affected. How? सपोज मूवी टिकट्स एंड डीवीडी प्लेयर। अगर मूवी टिकट्स के दाम इंक्रीज हो जाते हैं तो आप उसके जगह डीवीडी प्लेयर खरीद लेंगे, डीवीडी सीडीज खरीद लेंगे। दोनों एक दूसरे के सब्स्टिट्यूट्स हैं। आप एक की जगह दूसरे को प्लेस करते हैं। एक की प्राइस बढ़ जाने की वजह से दूसरे की डिमांड इंक्रीज हो जाती है। एज सिंपल एज दैट। Here demand curve shifts to the left. In case of complements, two goods for which a fall in price of one leads to decrease in demand of other. For example, computer and software. सॉफ्टवेयर कंप्यूटर्स में यूज होते हैं, तो अगर कंप्यूटर का प्राइस फॉल होगा तो उसका डिमांड इंक्रीज होगा। Along with that, सॉफ्टवेयर का डिमांड भी इंक्रीज होगा बिकॉज दे बोथ कॉम्प्लीमेंट ईच अदर। एक चीज खरीदने जाओ तो दूसरी भी आपको खरीदने की जरूरत है। Here demand curve will shift to the right. Shift in supply curve means at each price different quantities of good will be supplied. Any change that increases the quantity supplied at every price shifts the supply curve. A change which leads to decrease in quantity supplied shifts the supply curve towards left. An increase in quantity supplied will shift the supply curve towards right. This is also moving from one price quantity combination to other. Here also we will notice the factors which are leading to these shifts. The first one is input price. Suppose if the price of sugar falls, sugar is the input for ice cream production, thus supply of ice cream production will increase. Why? Because production of ice cream became profitable. जो प्रोड्यूसर्स आइसक्रीम प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं उनको कम कॉस्ट देना पड़ रहा है, इसी वजह से वो ज्यादा सप्लाई दे रहे हैं। सप्लाई कर्व विल शिफ्ट टू द राइट. सप्लाई ऑफ अ गुड इज नेगेटिव रिलेटेड टू द प्राइस ऑफ इनपुट. Next we have technology. With the advancement in technology, cost of production of many goods is falling. Therefore, the supply will increase. अगर cost of production कम हो जाता है तो उस प्रोडक्ट का सप्लाई और प्रोडक्शन बहुत ही प्रॉफिटेबल हो जाता है. Next we have expectations. If firms expect that price of good, say computers, will rise in the near future, they may hold the current production and supply less today. अगर प्रोड्यूसर्स को लगा कि आने वाले टाइम में प्राइस इंक्रीज होगा तो वो आज ज़्यादा क्यों बेचेंगे, आने वाले कल में ज़्यादा बेचेंगे, तो आज वो कम सप्लाई करेंगे. Number of sellers, more the number of sellers, more is the aggregate supply of good in the market. Thus, shift towards the right. Also friends, I would like to clear out your doubts regarding the other factors affecting our demand curve. I think I missed this part, right? Okay, let's do it now. Tell me how expectation about future would change your decision now. Look, if you expect higher income next month, you would choose to spend more today and save less. अगर आपको लगे कि नेक्स्ट मंथ में ज़्यादा इनकम करूँगा तो आप आज ज़्यादा स्पेंड कर देंगे कि नेक्स्ट मंथ तो रिकवर हो ही जाएगा. ऑल्सो इफ यू एक्सपेक्ट price of some good, say tea, to fall next month, you would buy less today and would prefer to buy it next month. अगर किसी प्रोडक्ट का प्राइस आने वाले कल में कम होने वाला है तो आप आज क्यों खरीदेंगे, आप उसे कल ही खरीदेंगे, राइट? Number of buyers, more the number of buyers, more will the demand and thus a shift towards right. टेस्ट पर्सन टू पर्सन डिफर करता है, उसके अकॉर्डिंग ही शिफ्ट होते हैं. An easy way to remember these variables which are not measured in either axis leads to shift in demand curve. अगर आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछा जाए कि कौन से फैक्टर्स है जो डिमांड कर्व को शिफ्ट करते हैं और कौन से फैक्टर्स हैं जो मूवमेंट करते हैं, तो आपके लिए याद रखना बहुत ही आसान है. जिन फैक्टर्स को हम ईदर एक्सिस यानी एक्स एक्सिस और वाई एक्सिस पे मेजर करते हैं, एनी चेंज इन देम लीड्स टू मूवमेंट अलोंग द डिमांड कर्व. अदर देन दैट, all these factors would lead to shift in the demand curve. Am I clear? Now we have covered, I think, all the topics. So we are reaching the end of this video. A small thought of the day for you all. You have a long way to go only if you follow the correct path. Happy learning everyone. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to EcoTab. Happy learning. Thank you.